You're listening to the Dennis and Tommy Show, coming to you, well, we try to come to you each and every week, but I think we missed last week.
Are you live or are you recorded?
I'm something.
You're
now,
pre-recorded. Wait a minute, you're something.
I'm something.
You can't just say
I'm alive.
things.
I'm here.
You
I'm
can't
breathing.
just say things.
What things?
You're not allowed to say things.
Okay.
You can't just open your mouth and let words
come
out.
tumbling out.
No, that's not allowed.
No, not anymore.
No, not in this place.
That's right.
Not in this room.
You can get
in this
arrested
country.
for that, huh?
Can you get arrested?
Pretty soon.
You have a heart attack.
Now, I do have something to say.
You have a... Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody, stop what you're doing.
Everybody listen, because this is on you. It is... What's today's date?
July 14th.
14th, which means we have gone through July 12th.
Well, July 12th was the day that I said the world would change, and it has. Do you know why?
Why?
The biggest solar flare ever was on July 12th, on Thursday.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah. So there has been something, we just haven't, we don't know what it is yet.
Well, but it's going to take a while for that giant solar flare to hit the Earth.
Now, the next day was, I didn't know this, Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 13 usually comes after 12.
And today is Bastille Day. Ooh.
Today is
July
Saturday
14th.
the 14th. There was a movie called Saturday the 14th.
Also happens to be my brother's birthday. So happy brother birthday.
All right.
Well, since we're doing Mel Brooks movies, I figured I'd...
See, now everyone's like, Mel, how did we get on Mel Brooks all of a sudden?
Boy,
that was a change.
I'll throw a blucha out there, too, for everybody.
All right. Well, we have been going through...
I didn't mean a brucha, which means blessing
I guess we're not going to start.
in Hebrew. We are starting. What do you mean we're not going to start?
No,
Is it not running?
This is the
Is
show.
is the tape not rolling?
This is the show.
Are the spindles not turning?
They are, I can see.
Yeah. Is the capstan not magnetizing?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Are the molecules not assembling?
Yeah.
Well, we're not making money. We're not really printing. We're digitizing. And we're just recording into a computer.
Mm-hmm. They don't even know if we're real. We could be a computer.
We are programmed.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I ran out of programming.
Yeah. Anyways.
Why do you keep saying anyway?
Anyways.
Like I know, it's like every sentence you're like, so.
Because we need to get back on track. We got some serious things to discuss, and that would be Isaiah.
Oh, so you are the voice of reason.
I'm a fascist.
I thought you were the voice of doom.
Doom.
See, it is the voice of doom. All right, Dr. Doom.
All right. I will now turn the show over to you.
See, you did it all right. You did it anyway.
I am now done.
Every single word was a coitus interruptus. That's Latin. I've had a little coffee before this. Have you noticed? Now I'm alone. Dennis has actually melted. It was a fake Dennis anyway. He was made of wax. I'm not saying he was a dummy. That's not what I'm saying. It was just, it was candle. He was like a candle, and he burned down.
I wish I had some of what
Oh,
you
he's
had.
back.
I wish I had some of what you had.
Anyway.
Whatever you had this morning, I want some.
I had giggle juice. What'd you have?
Yeah. Not giggle juice,
you know
obviously.
What? I haven't slept well for like a week. Oh, I guess that changed on July 12th. That was the first day I slept well, and I slept well last night, too. There was a change.
For you.
Well, excuse me for feeling good. I popped out of bed this morning.
Did you know?
I popped. Actually, I made a noise when I jumped out of bed. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm actually going to say, pop!
All right.
But I was very eager to start the day.
I popped out of bed and I hurt my foot. Oh, my foot hurts.
Why are you holding something else then?
My foot's right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
What's wrong with
sorry.
you?
My glasses aren't working right today.
Obviously.
Yeah. Take them in for a tune-up. Well, we're in Isaiah.
Are we now?
Isaiah 32, I believe.
And what's going on in Isaiah 32?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right.
Yeah, it's a lot of things happening there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in some sort of a sitcom. What's going on in there? There's a guy named Isaiah, and he's doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess we should get a little bit serious, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Isaiah. What's Isaiah about? The fall of empires.
Yep, the fall of empires.
Fall of the empire.
Past, present, and future.
Right now, before your eyes.
And I always say that, but that is the most amazing thing about Isaiah. Past, present, and future.
Even though we have a tone of voice, what we say matters.
Mm-hmm. Because even though what we're reading was actually occurring, we also learned that, strangely enough, it sounds like we're talking about today.
Well, we are talking about today. I mean, especially when we first opened, we were definitely talking about today. But now we're still talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. But we could talk about yesterday, too, and it would apply. Doesn't matter when you talk about, what period you're talking about, this always applies.
I think it's worse today than it was yesterday.
You think so?
Oh, I think it's just getting
Well,
worse
that's
every
because
minute.
it's getting worse and worse and worse. But it's not the worst that humanity has ever seen. We know that humanity has seen far worse. We've read far worse. But the scary thing about that is it goes to show how far we still have to go. Because you know what?
What?
The United States of America will get that bad.
Will it?
We are. What would we just say?
Are you wishing it?
We're on this descent.
Well, we are.
We're crashing down, which means as we continue to fall, it's going to get worse and worse, and you're going to see things that are just unimaginable. The big difference about today, though, compared to other times in history, is the technology that exists. In the past, you've had to use people to do your tyranny. Now, with the robotics technology and the drone technology that we have, people are no longer people are still necessary, but you don't need as many of them.
Necessary for what?
Someone's got to operate the drones.
To do what?
Well, I suppose you could turn the drones over to the computers.
What
Now we're talking Terminator kind of stuff
What
here.
are we going to do with these drones?
Well, you saw the drone that's the size of a mosquito, right?
Well, what's it going to do?
Whatever they want it to do. It could be sitting up it could spy.
Can I hit it with a
It's
flash
got a
lighter?
hypodermic needle on it, so it could easily inject something into you. I mean, it's just the possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah. What you could do with this thing.
What if I smack it?
So what?
I kill
So
it.
you smack it.
I'll kill it.
Now if there's 30,000 of them.
Well, I can hide in a room.
See, this is what we're talking about. I think when I originally showed you that article, I think you wrote back this was, what'd you say about the Revelation?
Oh, you were talking about armed
Oh, yeah, the
locusts.
armored bugs.
Boy, I can't get a... You're talking about what I do. I mean, I had half a sentence out. I was talking about the... Blah!
Blah, blah. I wasn't done.
Well, I was just trying to say in Revelation, you have the locusts that are armed, and they have teeth. And, they come after you, and we always say to ourselves, oh, it's never going to happen. It's all... Look at the imagination on these people. And then you come out with, we're going to have a mosquito drone that's going to inject you with hypodermic. And it's like, what? Have you seen a picture of this? I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? No, I'll show it to you.
There's a picture.
I've seen more than one.
Not an artist's rendition.
No, it was an official Air Force release.
Official?
Yeah.
They want you to know.
Yeah. It was announced that the Air Force has these. I mean, they did an official release of this thing that was to the public.
Of a mosquito.
Yeah. Do we need to pause it? Do I need to
I think
show
a
you?
mosquito is very small.
Yeah. You didn't see it? And it's on the tip of the guy's finger. He's got his index finger out, and this little drone mosquito is sitting on his fingertip. And there's a close-up photograph of it.
And what does it do?
I just told you what its capabilities are.
You said what it's capable, but what does it do?
Well, they're going to use it on the
I'm
battlefield.
capable of making $1 million. I'm not making $1
It
million.
has all kinds of potential. You could spy on your enemies with it for surveillance.
Okay.
If you wanted to take out a leader, you could fly this
So
thing
fly
and
on the
eject
wall.
him.
Like fly on the wall.
Literally.
Like if I was a fly on the wall.
Literally.
Yeah.
But you see, the military is moving towards drone technology. In fact, this week it was announced that the Navy now has deployed their first underwater drones.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that in the news?
No.
So that was an announcement today by the Navy that they now have underwater drones that they will be deploying and beginning to use. We know that the Army has many, many drones, little bitty tanks that are nothing but big guns. You've seen, I don't know if you've seen, look up Operation Sword, I believe it is. Sword. It's an acronym for something. I can't think of what it is, but it's by the Army. Public release information, you can check all that out.
If I saw
And
an
of course, we
itty
know
bitty
about the
tank,
drones with
if I
the
saw an
Air
itty
Force.
bitty tank, I would step on it.
Yeah, until it blows your head off.
Come up behind it.
Okay. That makes it seem so easy, doesn't it?
Well, I mean,
But some of these things are actually pretty vicious the way they look.
yeah, but if it's that small, I mean,
Well, no, the tanks aren't that small. I'm saying compared to a normal sized tank, this is a lot smaller.
oh,
I'll show you some pictures of it. Get your phone. You got your phone. You can find it.
are we on the air?
Yeah. Anyways, I know we're going off on tangents, but this is all important stuff because this is what's happening today. This is our reality. And the reality is so bizarre, it's actually hard to believe. But that's by design. They want it to be that bizarre. They want to make it as outrageous as humanly possible so that you don't believe it.
Well, if I could
That's
get
the
one
psychology.
sentence out, if I get one little sentence, one little drone mosquito-sized sentence out, I would say that in terms of bizarro and, unbelievability, it's the speed at which these things are happening. In other words, politically speaking, just this week, I can't even tell, I could not sit here and tell you the number of times, and I'm pretty jaded, I think, as far as politics goes. I can't tell you how many times my jaw kind of opened up like, huh? If you just took Obamacare, just the few things that happened this week, I was like, wait, what? On both sides of the so-called aisle. Wait, what did you just say over there? Wait, what did you just say over here? Everything that's happened, I mean, you don't have to like Mitt Romney, but he is an actual human being, not an automaton. And human beings have rights, such as freedom of speech, freedom of property. You would agree we all have freedom to own property.
Well, yeah, it's a natural right.
And it's going this fast. You know what they're saying about Mitt Romney with his Bermuda account. Okay, here's how fast things are moving. I know, it's ridiculous.
I can't handle it.
There's a T-shirt that's already out that says, I don't care what Mitt Romney did with his money, I care what Obama's doing with my money. Which I think is a great line.
It is a great line.
Because you could say what you want. I mean, I know you could sit there and go, let me tick off 50 things about Mitt Romney that will make your head spin. I know you could do that. But he is a human being. He does have the right to own property. He doesn't lose that right after a certain amount of property that he owns. Okay? Although, I mean, I am a believer in giving back voluntarily, but I'm not saying you should be forced, because that means somebody has to be in charge of who forces, who makes these rules, and then the next guy might not be as benevolent, if there was benevolence.
All right. Here's the deal on that.
Well, sticking with the...
Yes, no, because it's absolutely ridiculous, first of all, that the media spends any time looking at that, because what they're doing is they're creating a class warfare. They're putting ideas into people's head that Romney's bad because he made money.
Yeah.
What is wrong with making money? Explain that one to me.
What's wrong with a Swiss bank account?
Nothing. There's nothing. And he's a private citizen who worked, well...
He worked.
He did work hard, yes.
He
Because
worked.
didn't he inherit a bunch of money?
It doesn't. He gave
But
away.
in any
He actually
event-
gave away his inheritance.
Oh, okay. In any event, though, he's a smart guy. He was able to go out there and make a lot of money. Yeah, but on the back of other people. That's a communist thought. See, they've got you already by you even making that comment. You don't understand.
None of it even matters, because if you even say, well, on the back of other people, let's say I agree with you and I had the power and I could take Mitt Romney's money and disperse it, right? Well, I just gave it to you on the back of Mitt Romney. Because he worked for it and you got it for free.
That's right.
How much worse is that?
That's right.
So we're back to this communism now equals anti-colonialism, which is what you just said. It's beyond the communism. It's this idea that white people raped the earth, and only white people. And that Portuguese are white, and Chinese are white, and Africans don't kill each other. And that the kingdom of Chad and Mali, back in Africa, who knows when, that they weren't roughnecks. That Congo isn't ruled by roughnecks and communists. That Zimbabwe isn't ruled by an idiot, black guy. That North Korea isn't ruled by an idiot, yellow guy. That the Arabs aren't a bunch of crazy brown people. Okay? That's in South America, you didn't have a bunch of dictators that had to be kicked out and then they came back again, whether in Panama or Chile or wherever. It doesn't. So the white people raped the world, and now they owe everybody else. Really? Because tell me about India and Pakistan. What's going on there between those two? And the nuclear weapons and the caste system that they instituted on themselves. Let's leave out the British Empire for a minute. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about Hinduism. What's up with that? Okay? And, that's because it's religion. Oh, and let's talk about atheism then, and how bad that is.